morning, everyone. On a what is today? Wednesday. Jesus. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter. It doesn't. All I know is that we have the earning. Hold on a second. All I know is that we have the earnings list right here at TGH at the close. Microsoft, Meta, Coin. Hold on a second as I adjust this. View settings. If the stocks do not have at least 200, Fizzler is down 20, going positive. Hey, no. If it doesn't have at least 200,000 shares, you know what it should be? It doesn't have, well, you know what? That's different. Okay. Most active list. Look at the percent gainers list. Reddit, FVRR squeeze, a lot of squeezes still. And I'm going to talk about that. Look at this market. Freaking ripping. Right now, let's go to the main screen. This Reddit's wrong. My price in Reddit's real. I'm really not down 29,000. I have almost 1,000 shares. I'm down 11 points. All right, next. All right, EH told you to buy it. All right, what's going on here with charts? You know what hurt me? What has me? This UAL shorting overbought short. What I've been getting hurt on, shorting overbought situations. Okay. Now I'm not shorting Shaq, which by the way had earnings, along with our cake. You're welcome. Cheesecake Factory. If you knew about my investment thesis here, there's only one person that knows, and I work with them. His name is Surfs Up Alexis. I'm going to keep my investment thesis to myself. It works. Okay, let's go here. As of yesterday. And if you did miss yesterday, this isn't an I told you so thing. Some work, some don't. Silver is. All right, Mick. No, I got it silver. You know what? You got to build into that position. We're being spoiled here. We're being spoiled with stocks like, I understand that. And I want to build into a position like that right now, silver. I mean, a macro position. I'm not in Google now. I'm not buying Google across the board on the dips. Right now, for me, it's VIX and let for earnings seasons abate running into the election. As we all know, the investment, it's not what our basic investment style is. Stocks that are acting very well, and there's a page of them across the board, earnings, binary, good and bad. Anything from Caterpillar to Wingstop to Snapchat to Reddit. My God. I get it, but no, I'm getting spoiled with 18-30% move. Reddit's up 40% today. So you know what I mean? I just don't want to start stepping in, building a position into something that what I consider at this point, it might work 4 months from now, but I don't want to be down 10% on a silver portfolio. Believe me, I'd rather be down 30% in Reddit than 10% in silver. Believe me, I have a better chance of making it back, for lack of a better term. I'll finish on silver in a second. Let me go back here. I want cookies too. Didn't post much yesterday. They got Reddit. My favorite lotto play, cake into numbers. I'm effing serious. All right. But it did it on the TradeView demo. And they say, hey, Mike V, which kind of calls did you get? No one asked. Even if they didn't work. What kind of calls did you buy, Mike V? Where did you get out of the calls? You're still holding calls, Mike V. Next. If you've been Mickey D, been blowing up and down silver for 5 years. Or if you've been up and in for 5 years, you're not going to worry about it in the next 2 weeks. Next. Spies all over the place. Apple breaking lower. Some people would say, well, Apple's weak today. Apple leads the market. A lot of people do. Nope, Microsoft's up. Google's still up 9. Tesla reversed. Meta bouncing up and down to 600 as USO breaks higher. Crude. This market's going to go down. Wayfair, Snap. I mean, that. ENVX, by the way, was 14 last night. Not now. Corvo. Earnings. Binary. Lilly. What happened? Lilly with a bounce. $100 bounce on Lilly. Oh. Can't catch them all. Lilly, 760 to 860. Same with SMCI. I've had this every night. 6 to 8,000 shares. Then 18. SMCI. AMD, what happened to all the support? Earnings. All support ripped through it. That's the daily on AMD. Want to talk about some overhead supply? AMD 150 strike price. Anything moving. EW moving down. Wingstop, the opposite of eat. They blew the Wingstop was an animal. Eat. The other way. CMG. All restaurants. The other way. FVRR. Goes with Zoom. The freaking reopen play was up 10. Up 5. Zoom. Caterpillar. What are you going to do? Everything was bought on the bottom. Everything was bought on the bottom. Now there are a lot of these inside candles going to happen, just like I said yesterday. Fizzler was down 29 last night. Same thing. I apologize if I'm sounding in some sort of obnoxious behavior. It's not. I get silver. Get it. Get it. You know, if the market, the VIX was freaking 12, it's now under 20. More funds can buy, by the way. The VIX is calmer. When there's less volatility, they put more money to work. If that's possible. With that being said, silver, it's just not, these commodity trades are not for me now. Oil hasn't been working. Why should I? Freaking unbelievable. With VIX. This is it. Now listen. Protection's cheap again. There's one or two scenarios here. This VIX already had the pop, maybe. Chance for a melt. If this VIX breaks this like 50, or I would guess it'd be like, what is it, 16 or 17 or where it is now? It could be a melt up. And you know what? Stocks like Apple being down on a day like today, stock like Lilly getting washed out is all reason for more of a melt up. It's not that everybody's still not all in the pool. There are stocks that are working that way. Marvell. What happened to our Marvell? Had an unprofitable animal. Dipped the bar. Visa. In the middle. Inside days Visa. EXCL. I love this stock. Excelis. Never in what you want. It's a 5, I think. Bio. Oh, Excelis. Just love saying the name. Look at it. This is a 3 driver. But you know what? This is the thing with these type of stocks. It's until it goes the other way, it's got to move in it every quarter. It's got it in it. Does it? It does it. And it doesn't. Until it doesn't do it, I'm not saying you got to take a binary pattern into earnings. Maybe you say take some in the money lottos. But you got to be aware of what's up. Can't catch them all, I get it. Elf bearish. I was the longest the other day for the bouncer. You want to know why? Because Sally's Beauty Supply is ripping. Elf. Building a base. Well, I saw Ulta up yesterday for the first time. Is Warren double dipping? Ulta, who knows? IMS. It's not an obnoxious statement. You know what I mean? You can't catch it all, and I don't want to think too much. I'd rather I just want to, you know what I mean? So I don't even know some of the things I bought this morning. Okay? I don't want to think too much. I'm not that intelligent. All I know is Lilly bounced. Where's freaking, there he is. Paul Kang. I love that idea. Let's go, Mike V. Baidu, SQQ. No SQQQ. There's only one. Thank you for the question. I appreciate that. I get it. I get it. I get why you're asking. If I did say maybe the VIX is cheap on protection, I did bring up the VIX. So I understand if you see a similar parallel going to a VIX product, which I very rarely mention. But I don't know if it's more worth tradable than more watching at this point. There's one rule I have. And by the way, there's another rule. that I'm in. I meant three rules I implemented the last 2 years. The first 26 years of trading, I had no rules. Nobody gave me the rules. I'm sorry if I went on a tangent to pontificate. It's very simple. And I see this what happening with American of all over the world. Political, I'm sorry. Without rules, there's chaos. And I like rules. Believe me, I'm a trader to get out of rules. I became a trader just to do to say, suppose I want to play 18 holes of golf one day in a beautiful May afternoon. And I want to play golf. I don't want to say because a manager telling me, "Oh, you can't leave the office." I'm going to play 19 holes, 18 holes. Without rules is chaos. The problem, SQQ, get back to the question. I don't trade VIX products. It's the only thing you can't do on my desk. And I've been ahead of a lot of desks, including one of the CEO of Tradeview was on my desk. Just you can corner wheat if you want to. Don't trade the SQQ products, especially overnight. You're very rarely. I'd rather you trade UNG. Just like the Q again, Dwayne, SQQQ. There's so many bifurcated movements in the Nasdaq. You're either waiting for all the Nasdaq to completely wash out completely, which I don't think is going to happen, considering there's pockets full of strength. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of the risk is going to be of reward in the Qs. If they're going to work, everything's going to work. But with these stocks in even the tech sectors being bifurcated, you need discipline and structure. I need it too. I went to a military high school. AMD near lows, SoFi near highs. You bastard! I shorted it. 1124. I'm short SoFi here. This is what I see going in the corner. Bitcoin, AMD near lows, TLT off highs, SoFi near the highs. Now I'll tell you why I did SoFi. I like the range. Had a 978 to 1124 range. I'm not in a lot of it. Hold on, let me take off my. Oh, by the way, I put this up here because of Fizzler. Fizzler last night, FSLR. And by the way, it was down even if it was down here, 181, 200. Fizzler recovering. So I'll take what I have there. The market closed at 4 o'clock, I still believe. And we're in SoFi. Why? I was up in it before. But now that I'm down in it, that's not good because my timing is usually okay with these type of contra trades. I have a bid to cover. If you can see here, I'm not sure. Here it is. Settings, position info. I don't like it. I mean, I'm sure 14,000 from 1116. Stock's 1124. These are one of these things, though, maybe the smallest position in terms of maybe, goes up another half a point. Then my 14,000 turns into 18,000, down to half on 18,000. God forbid, whoever has earnings time reports good, and all of a sudden I'm down $1. That's how these things cascade. So I'll be the responsible thing here. And my position is what? Live trading my V. That's what I do. TD near the lows. We can also see what's going on in the market. Energy trying to bounce. JP Morgan, yesterday was the week day. They got everybody out. XBI still holding. CVS, CMG still in low. Snapchat, Reddit's 116. That's freaking incredible. RSI on Reddit's like a night like 100. IoT, Zoom, Celestica, Upstart, a firm still acting well out of the flag. They told me about this thing. I didn't do it. Right? I did this flag on Upstart. They told me. I didn't do it. GameStop, VFC, came and shorted. Now, am I upset that I covered VMC at the literal dead low here? That's me. There's VMC. Right here. I bought 8,000 VMC at an average price of what? 2068. All right. Now it's 22, breaking the high. Why did I short it to begin with? It's extended. Now you go to the daily. It's not even close to being extended. ENVX bounce up, Snap, Reddit, PDOC. FEVR goes, right? The reopen play. Why don't they take that? Only reopen. Now, this is the reopen theme. PDOC, not interested. What do I want? Uber, flagging. AMD broke the 150, not in it. SMCI trades over. Marvell, Avago, D-Dog. See, this is why the Qs, why I think the Qs, seriously, Microsoft's up 4, Apple will be down. So I don't think the Qs will, unless the whole board's red. Like I said, you'll have something better. Boeing worked, right? See yesterday's video? Boeing flagging and working, if you will. Flagging. Boeing worked, volume, the washout might take time. It might bounce around between the 150s. You never know. But that volume told you it might be near the AUR. Planeteer, Reddit's 116, DraftKings, Uber, General Motors bouncing nicely. How about this bifurcate? This is almost like the Qs again, not to use a stale analogy. Here's General Motors, Animal. It is. Here's Ford. I don't remember in my 30 years, 3 decades of trading, or even something like a Ford and a General Motors where that sits mixed. That's incredible. That's incredible that Ford is there and General Motors is here. That blows my mind. Price action and sentiment. This stock has been taking a lot of calls. I don't know what it is. I'll look at it together. RB, RK. Whatever this freaking thing is. Rubrics, cool symbol. Taking calls. This a new IPO? What's the volume? 400,000 shares. LUV, UAL, you son of a bitch. UAL, I'm short. Fuck. Roku has earnings tonight. Don't feel. Wolf. TPD. EMVX movement. Look at this freaking Reddit. The RSI and Reddit's 90, 88 on the daily, the weekly. It's gonna hit a crescendo. It's up to you if you want to try it. But it's not one of these. I don't. If it does something, it'll melt. Google. I shorted Google. Well, shorted on the open. Why? It was a schnitzel. There's my trade on Google. Shorted right here. See the red 183. Covered it near the low. Made $4. Wasn't a stubborn bastard. There it is. 400 shares, made $4, whatever it was. Wasn't a stubborn bastard. Didn't think like, oh, I got the top on Google. Let me add to the short. I took some money off. It was a smash and grab at the open. Some work, some don't. Was it really worth it to make $4 on a $200 stock on a fade? No. CMG, Snapchat, GameStop, VFC, Diodani. There you go. Yesterday, you want to know about what capitulation is, or at least not capitulation, short-term top? Finishing with a red candle or a red bar, if you will, with that volume. Capitulation. Stocks, listen, still buy on some situations, but still. LUV, UAL. I can't believe this UAL is here. I'm short it from 77.42, and this is gonna aggravate. Why am I short? Anything that I'm down and I'm short. I just started shorting like a day ago. Let's go to questions. We do need discipline and structure. VIX is for watching only. It is. VIX is SQQ boil. UNG could have been a contender. Nah, it's got nothing. HIMS is really getting hit badly here. Whatever's going on with HIMS. I know what HIMS is. I know why it's going down. It's going down because of the Lilly situation. Fact. Here's HIMS. Look at Lilly. HIMS really getting hurt here. $24 to $19 range on HIMS. Futures freaking ripping. Where's SoFi? All right. Aklo was up 3. Aklo was up 28. Said it last night. Jim, another one. This is gonna turn into a DJT today. Can't get it short. NNE 23. Viking Therapeutics going. You know what it is? You know what season it is? This is the one XBI. If Lily's down like this and XBI is positive, let's look at the IBB. I bet the IBB is down. Lily has more on IBB. XBI. Now to shrug off this freaking Lily situation. Am I going too long here? I can talk all day. Lily has more on IBB. Earnings, Meta, Microsoft, Point, Carvana, stock. You know when stock was taking a lot of calls sneakily? Could be a binary cake play. You heard it. DoorDash. Maybe this could pull a Roku. Go up another 20 before it freaking knocks everybody out. Not in it. Keep it there. Big. Children's Place. OMF. I like the star. LMR. What is this thing? I only want the volume today. We only want volume. SoFi breaking high. Time to get out. Reddit. SoFi. 14 from 11.16. I'll bid the cover. Stupid. Boredom trade. It's a gamble. 14,000 SoFi. My price is 11.16. Let's make a penny if we can. Actually, I'll split this up. Let's go to 7,800. 11.15. We'll go to smart route. Why? Because it's smart. We'll go, that's 7,800. Another 7,000. GCT, I see in the corner of my eye going up. 11.14. I see a couple of China stocks going up. Oh, smart route. GCT. I like the stock. China's bouncing. Snowflake. Reddit. Snapchat. Snapchat. Enough said. Crude oil at the highs. Crude stocks lagging badly. Carvana into the highs, into earnings. Where's the freaking thing? It's in my corner. I try to hide it so I don't play it. Where is it? It should be right here. I think I took it off my screen so I don't play it today. Carvana. That's actually not true. I wouldn't avoid anything. Carvana into earnings. What are you gonna do? Is it going to pull a Reddit? Or is it going to pull a Lily? Or which was at the high? Something was at the high and down big. Wow, too many things going on. All right, I'll leave it at that. Wolf, going into May, next May. This is for you, Mick. I'll leave it here. Next May, they want in Wolf. May. And I don't think it's because they think it's going to take till May to work. I just think that everything, that the premiums might just be so out of whack, so short term, they'll say we'll take whatever we can get. I'm serious. I think that way. I think that that's the case. Mike V, thanks for tuning in. Cheers. I'm here all day. I'm always here. It's like the Eagles Hotel California. You can sign out of TradeGATEHub. You can actually never leave. Cheers. Be prudent. Don't start new positions. This is a day where if you have positions that are working, with a lot of these stocks moving in a lot of different ways, focus on the winners. Don't try to get fancy and start initiating new positions. This is not that type of day, especially so close to a lot of this pin action earning and as we get later into the week at the end of the month too. Cheers.